Yes, I sold the EF and I regret it. I am depressed. This might be the last time that we see the EF hatch. Someone is coming pretty early to take a look at it, maybe buy it. So we'll see what happens and see if they buy it. And if they do, I'll go over all the reasons why we're selling this thing. So we'll see what happens. All right, well, the EF is going to a new home. Say goodbye to it. It's going to a good owner, though. Now, before you absolutely destroy me about selling the EF, I know. I do regret it, but let me explain why. On one end of the spectrum, I'm really upset about, letting go of the EF. It's not something I really wanted to do. And I tried to make certain things work to try to keep it, but the more I tried, the more it just became apparent that having two, project cars is a lot to kind of, take care of, and cost as well. And I've got some other things that I really want to do, and I really am in love with the DA. And obviously, you guys know the DA here. And if you're wondering why there hasn't been many uploads in the last 2 weeks, it's because parts, been waiting on parts to show up. So, that being said, I'm going to take this opportunity to explain why I let go of the EF and why that's depressing, but also exciting for the DA, because I really want to get the DA to what I call Dragon-Spec. The EF actually taught me a lot. Moving forward, I kind of want to use the EF as a reference to build the, DA like so, which I have. I've got Type R brakes on this car, and I have suspension on the way, and we'll get into that once it shows up. Can't wait for that. I'm going to discuss the whole Dragon-Spec and where I'm going with the DA and what I'm trying to build, as well as showing you some other things. So one of the other things that is big in the news is that JDI has come out with a main relay replacement setup with a kill switch. The kill switch is 6 feet long, so you can kind of hide it anywhere in the car. It is affordable. I believe it's $54.99. So with the kit, you get the plug and play main relay conversion, and this black wire here actually unplugs, and then you can loop in a kill switch. It's very easy. They give you zip ties to hide everything away, and 6 feet in length to kind of take anywhere. So gives you a bit of security as well. They have this on their website at jordandistributors.com. They just came out with the EF and the DA kit. They have them for EG, DC, a ton of other models. So go check them out. Just hit the mailbox, and big shout out to my boy from Resto Tuner. He sent me over some stuff for the Integra. I ordered a replacement panel for the DA climate control, and he sent me a bunch of extra stuff. Awesome dude. Go check them out, dude. He's got some of the best stuff out right now, especially fresh hardware, which I really dig. Big shout out to Ben. Thank you so much, Ben. We're gonna get the stuff on the DA real quick here. So yeah, go check out Resto Tuner at restotuner.com and follow them on Instagram. And yeah, go check out the stuff, because dude, he's got some of the best stuff out. We are going to take a ride in the DA later today, so stay tuned for that. So the reason why I have sold the EF, regrettably, is because having two project cars is kind of a lot, as well as there's some debt I kind of want to take care of, as well as I want to really push the DA forward with its Dragon-Spec style build. A lot of what's coming up next is all based around suspension and understanding the good, the bad, and what's too much, what's not enough, for suspension. So I know there's a lot of stuff out there, a lot of information out there about suspension regarding pillow ball bushings and things that are made and sold for suspension that are good and bad for street cars, and we're going to go over a lot of that stuff. My main focus is that I want to get the car completely ready and dialed in for Classic Hondas at the Dragon in October. You can find that on Facebook, and I know that's quite a few months away. We'll get there before we know it, and I'm hoping to actually take the car up there before then. Maybe have a meet up there if anybody else wants to join me sometime in maybe June or July. I'm planning on going to the Tail of the Dragon. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I'm sure I'll post about it on Instagram. One of the biggest reasons that I kind of let the car go was that it was a factory non-AC car. You know, living here in Florida and having a factory non-AC car is just... it just wasn't my cup of tea, man. And that was going to be another thing coming up on the DA very soon, as well as the fact that Import Alliance is coming up this weekend. I will be there, so if you're out there, come to the JDI booth, say hi. We will have sunglasses and shift knobs available there, and you can also enter into the giveaway for the 57 DR Mag Blue wheels, 15 by 8 plus 35 offset, or if you don't want the wheels, take the cash option of $1,500. If you want to know more, just go onto my Instagram and a lot of that information's there. Second place is a Wireworks harness, $700. Third place is a Ghost Lock of $350. Fourth place is a Momo Monte Carlo steering wheel, or $250. And fifth place, you get your money back. There's only 300 bundles total, and there's more than half gone. So hurry up, and we're doing the giveaway at the end of May. So we've got April and May to get it in there. If we sell everything out before then, we will do the giveaway before the end of May. Go to thedragonspec.com and hit it up. So one of the biggest things about the DA that I've been having challenges with is the suspension. Now, of course, I robbed the suspension off of the EF, which are function and form type 2s, and they are not up to the task. Simply put, the rear does not go high enough, and they are not anywhere near stiff enough for that car. Now, the DAs are kind of special in the way that they are, because they have so much weight in the front, and so I might be looking at maybe a traction bar in the future to kind of lessen the weight in the front. Also, looking at adding some cams, some even bigger cams to the B16, just to get a little bit more mid-range out of it. Maybe some Skunk 2 Tuner 2s or Tuner 3s, one of the twos. So with that stuff in mind, you know, that's what we're looking at coming up in the future. As soon as I start getting these suspension parts in, we're going to be going over the theory and all of that stuff. So stay tuned for all that stuff coming up. And when I get back to the house, we're going to be taking the DA for a cruise, as well as installing some Resto Tuner stuff. Again, shout out to Resto Tuner. We're going to be putting these black Acorn nuts on the back valve cover on. Okay, as you can see, I've got the dash bezel pulled off here, and you know, to get that off, you have to remove this. The Resto Tuner, they do sell these individually, and then they do sell them in packets with other things. This thing is pretty beat up, and obviously you can see it's cracked. So, going to remove this. I'm not going to do this one today. This one still seems to be in good condition. All the bulbs light up, so I'm going to save the bottom piece for another day. Like I said, I've got Import Alliance coming up, so I'm trying to just, you know, not tear this car apart too much. What we're going to do is remove this piece and then install Resto Tuner 1 on there. Should be pretty. As you can see, we have this piece here. It looks like it's broken, but there's actually a piece of clear plastic right there. So what I'm going to do is take this and sort of lift up around it. And it's going to start to crack off. There we go. So that's what we're left. And if you can't tell, you know, that's a plastic flat piece. Got a little adhesive on it. Now I'm gonna separate this. It's got some 3M tape. So through the magic of editing, we've got all the VHB peeled off. And, you know, we're just gonna match it up here as best we can. And once we know we've got it centered, start to push down lightly. Oh, this is gonna be nice. This is gonna be awesome, dude. Resto Tuner saves this guy. So, now if you notice, it's actually got a protective film on it. that it'll look amazing once it peel off. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get this on, peel it off after the fact, and I'll show you when we do that. Off. Oh my god, that looks like glass. It looks amazing. It looks absolutely brand new. Now I'm regret not doing this one. Okay, damn, that looks good. Throw this guy in here. Alright, wow, that looks amazing. Dude. Shout out to Resto Tuner for that shit. That is awesome. If you're looking for a replacement, which those things get destroyed, I bet you they even have an AC button. I need to go check. They really do God's work, some amazing work. Yeah, this. Look at that. It looks brand new. I mean, it is brand new. What am I saying? Let's see if we can look at that. Awesome. Shout out to Resto Tuner. If you're looking for anything like this, go hit up Resto Tuner. And then we're going to throw this over here. And then, yeah, that's about it. So, too much squat in the rear, so the weight just feels like it's taking you kind of boaty, kind of a boat feeling. And I don't like it. I'd like it a little bit stiffer. So we are going to be putting a new set of coilovers, rear sway bar, along with more suspension stuff that we're going to go over when it shows up. So let's just take a ride. Feels so good. This P16 definitely isn't weak. Whoa, we just shot flames out the back of this thing. It's just nothing more fun than hitting the gas, hearing VTEC kick on. Thing in the world, but you can definitely have fun with it, and you're not getting yourself in too much trouble or you know, too dangerous. So the whole point about Dragon-Spec is about having a car set up so it takes these roads like a champ. You know, it doesn't have to be the fastest thing in the world. You don't have to be LS swapped and turbocharged. It's just about, you know, balance. I may look for more power down the road, but quote-unquote Dragon-Spec isn't necessarily about that. If you've got the power, make sure you've got the brakes and suspension to match as well. And, you know, we've had a culture of just building power first and not really worrying about the rest of it. This, I really want to get the chassis and the brakes to a point where they're just top-notch, and then start adding power so we don't have to go back and worry about it. Because, you know, going straight is fun here and there, but in my opinion, I just don't get much out of it. You know, I used to do drag racing back in, you know, the early 2000s, and that was fun. I had my time doing that. I'm not trying to knock anybody that loves drag racing, but it's one of those things that, you know, it's more fun to drive a slow car fast than a fast car slow type of thing. And, you know, Tail of the Dragon, when we went up there, it really just kind of, even though I've been on that road before, it really just solidified the thing that I really love about motorsports. So I'm gonna wrap it up because I think the battery's about dead on this. So yeah, so we took a fun little ride in the DA, and like I said, I'm trying to get this thing to the point where it is absolutely Dragon-Spec roads like the Tail of the Dragon. Really sort of, you know, iterate what the thought process is. You know, it's really sort of enjoying a car for what it is and not extremely modifying it for drag racing or drifting or anything like that. Even though you can be into those things, this is just you know, the idea of the movement behind good street cars that handle well, because I think they're a dying breed. That pretty much wraps that up. And remember, go get you a pair of sunglasses or Dragon-Spec shift knob. Oh God, I guess what am I? Go to thedragonspec.com, pick you up a pair of glasses or a shift knob so that you can be entered in to win these Ray's Gram Lights 57 DRs in mag blue, baby. Brand new. They're gonna be shipped to you. Or if you don't want them, like I said, I could put them on my car and you know, send you 1,500 bucks. Choice is yours, and you'll be entered in. Like I said, there's only like 300 total bundles, and we've sold a good bit of them. Go pick one up while you can. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.